Hey Roadrunners, Abreetta here. I'm one of the career counselors here in the University Career Center to give you a few quick tips on cover letter writing. So this is a question we get quite often in the office. Do I need a cover letter? What is it? What's the ideal purpose for it? How should it be formatted? So forth and so on. So the cool thing about cover letter writing is it's very customizable to your unique industry, your unique skill set. And so I'm just here to give you a few quick tips that I think will be really, really helpful as you start to finalize the way that you want to present yourself in a cover letter fashion. So one thing that I always recommend to students and alumni when drafting a cover letter and preparing for your job search or even just updating these type of documents is you always want to nail the lead. Like right from the start, you want to have a strong hook. If not, the reader's probably not going to be that interested in reading more or finding out more information about what makes you unique. So come up with a really catchy hook, something that will grab their attention, grab the reader's attention really quickly. Tip number 2 is know the purpose of the cover letter. So the cover letter gives you great real estate for you to showcase to the reader and inform them, here's who I am, here's my professional self, and why I'm the best candidate for this position, why I want to work for you essentially, right? So it's your job as the job seeker to inform them of what makes you the best candidate. And secondly, make sure that you show off or show them that you're approaching this thoughtfully. Like you're not just blasting your resume and cover letter all over the place, but that you thought succinctly about applying for this particular company and why you feel you're the best or most qualified candidate for this position. So typically, this is kind of what I consider the meat and potatoes, or leads me into the meat and potatoes of the cover letter. So this is your opportunity to showcase and inform the reader or help the reader connect the dots. So typically your meat and potatoes, or the main context of your cover letter, it is usually the largest portion of the letter. So this is where you're giving concrete and specific examples of projects you've completed, jobs you've held, volunteer opportunities you've had an opportunity to experience, and how a combination of those things have helped prepare you for this type of job. So you're giving them a concrete example and then justifying that through an explanation of why that experience has given you the skills and tools necessary to do this type of work. So remember, bulk of your letter is like that meat and potatoes, that combination of experiences, jobs, positions that you've held that have prepared you for this. And then lastly, as we wrap up, you got to wrap up your letter strong as well, right? We had a great hook in the beginning, but the end, you got to finish strong too. So make sure that you not only give a brief summary of everything that you've discussed so far or notated in your letter, but also leave them with an open invitation to find out more information about why you are the best candidate. So it's really, really important for you to make sure in that conclusion of your letter that you're inviting them to invite you for an interview. You definitely want to be clear in this approach. Don't feel like you have to beat around the bush. Be very clear and concise and concrete in your language. This is very, very important. You start strong and you want to finish your cover letter just as strong. So those are a few tips to get you started, or even if you're editing documents that you've made a while ago. I think these can be really, really influential and impactful in the results that you see in your very own job search or your very own career journey. So in the meantime, if you have any other specific questions or unique needs that we may be able to address here in the Career Center, be sure to contact your career counselor. We'd love to set up a virtual appointment and meet with you over the phone or via video chat. And we're just happy to be of service. So I hope this was helpful.